How are we doing? How's things? I hope all is well. Sorry about being absent for the last few days. To be honest, we've been absent for about 5 or 6 days, haven't we? Maybe even a week. Apart from a little sort of like little brief little string in between, really. So my apologies. It's been too long. Feels like it's been absolutely ages since I last streamed. But health issues and that sort of thing must come first. And unfortunately, we've had a real rough few days. Real rough few days. I say a few days, probably actually longer, but was I don't know, how'd you say 4 or 5 days? There you go. I suppose that's how we say it, isn't it? We've had a rough 4 or 5 days. We really have. I'm just going to hear myself back on playback. Bear with me. How'd you say 4 or 5 days? There you go. That's not too bad. Yeah. So still suffering, still in a lot of pain. This is, should we say, a test sort of stream? See if I can handle it, because I know it sounds daft. I'm sitting. It's hard at the moment. It really is. And I say, anyone that knows when they've hurt their back or back injury, I mean, will know that sometimes you get to a point where you're literally on all fours, or you just can't move, or you stand, you're fucked. If you sit, you're fucked. If you do anything, you're fucked. If you twist, you're fucked. As someone who's had 5 spinal operations, it's painful every day, and you have to limit your movements anyway, due to the pain. But fuck me, the last 5 days, honestly, it's not been nice, not been good, not been good at all. It's so debilitating. But even now, it's hurting like mad. But we've got painkillers in me, big time painkillers. So apologies if I sound a little bit drunk, because that's what these tablets make me feel like. So we're attempting to the stream, which is going to be interesting. I'm so sorry I missed the last Thursday and Monday. It is what it is. There's not many I miss. Certainly on a Thursday, there's not many I miss. But yeah, it's terrible, terrible. But here we go. Here we go. So let's get the game screen on. We're going back into something familiar, just for a test sort of stream, more than anything. So the bus, a game that I do really enjoy, just being able to just drive around and cruise. I'm looking forward to the next map. I'm looking forward to Hamburg. They put their big 1.1 update. I mean, the one update was the ground work for the Hamburg map. So the 1.1 is now the updated economy mode, expanding bus with new features. So let's have a look at that, and that'll be interesting to see what that's going to be like. So we go to economy because that's what we were playing. We're going to load the game. Berlin 01 was the last time I played. God, did I not play this in June at all? That's what it says. No. That's wrong. Yes, I did play it in June. No. How can it be the 21st? This is weird. I think that's the game time. That's where we're up to a game, 21st of the 6th. That's what that is. I'm thinking, where the fuck did we last play it? I think 28th of May may be right. That's the last time we played it. It's kind of weird. I suppose it's right. We have moved on to other things. And now we fall back into something familiar with the bus. So cheers, the finest of all teas, the treasure of all teas, the Essex Tea gets some European movement. We're in the middle of a route, aren't we? In the middle of a route that it's going to say, you went the wrong way. So here we go. Like I said, it's weird how you just fall back into games like this. You must remember those the controls. I was going to play Train Sim World, but I was a little bit unsure of how to get on with the controls. Feeling like shit. The game would have been perfect. I tell you what's not good is putting headlights on. Both my headlights. There they are. Better get out the wrong side of the road. Headlights on. Next thing. Air conditioning on. That'd be good. Good for the passengers anyway. 220. So. It's a bit late.
Herzallee.
Herzallee. Coming around to our first stop, aren't we? Back here, that's where we need to be. Looking for a green box which has just appeared. Which is good that it's just appeared. That means we're in the right place. I don't think anyone's getting on the bus. Shut the doors. Now we go again. That's a little bit late.
S- und U-Bahnhof Zoologischer Garten.
S1 U-Bahnhof. I was going to say, there's always lots of cars here, but there's actually a few less this time. We're on our way. We're up there waiting. No. So we could just open the doors. The other thing I'll do is put some lighting on because my cabin is quite dark. Stop light. That's not light. Right, anyway. Shut doors. Away we go. Back to the ooh, fucking hell. Something straight away back to the day job, if you like. It's something that I'm just so familiar with. Bus simulators, truck simulators. So we just go there. For first stream back. I'm planning on train sim tomorrow. If I'm okay. And I say okay. Okay is a very word that we use a lot, isn't it? A word to go, yeah, I'm fine. I'm not, but we will be, you know, if that makes sense. Certainly not fine. Struggling, but I wanted to be back, and I want to be back to the community as well to start organising again.
Breitscheidplatz.
The idea is to find a friendly face and a friendly voice first thing in the morning. So hopefully I'm doing that this morning, despite being maybe tired, a bit grumpy. Doors. feel like we should just drive through them at the moment. No passengers. Red light, bad of me. Well, the truck driver that I was playing very recently, you got fined for that, as you should, as you would in real life. Let's have a look at the map, what we got to do. Quite the route to do. And then it finishes there. What sort of time is our shift till? 2:47. So this is probably the last, it is the last run, isn't it, of the shift. The other thing, getting back to the swing of things, is when you feel like you're building some momentum on Twitch, and YouTube and the likes of that, you get views and stuff like that, and then you see something happens, you have to break, and you have to restart. It's on the algorithm, if you like, the beat scenes side of things. It's a weird process. I mean, I don't mind, I don't see it as a grind or anything like that, because it's more providing a friendly face and a friendly voice, but as I say, when you're high on a kite, if you like, on painkillers, I don't know how that's coming across. I don't know how, I think I sound normal. According to the wife, according to the kids, I sound pissed as a fart half the time right now, so the tablets and stuff, so but I'd rather be pissed as a fart than the pain that I was in there a few days ago. I'm just feeling a heck of a lot of pain. There's no denying it. I'm getting through it, and as long as I stay in this position and I don't bleed, so or anything like that, I should be fine. Felt like I could stream yesterday evening and jump, maybe I jumped down small by saying I wasn't going to be able to, but I think it did good to race Monday last night.
Nordische Botschaften, Adenauer Stiftung.
It was a reasonable time as well. Reasonably early, I needed it. Right. Here we go, here we go. No passengers. It's a quick stop. This might be the way it's going to go for the rest of the ride, if you like, the rest of the route. I don't know. Careful, checking called speeding. Just about made it through that line. I tell myself that anyway. Making it through this line. Oh, just go. Nothing's coming. Careful about moving the camera angle, safety for Christ. So what's going to keep disappearing? Open the doors. I don't think anyone's waiting. Third doors are going to open. I think it's because of the got blocked there. Open there, it would open. I think. We have a whole fleet of buses on this game now, but there's one bus that just a bit of pain in the arse. Regards to the door opening or not. I think I might have picked that. There we go. That's how you have to open the doors to register that you've been here. But it's just think you can do anything. You can just drive and by. You might be able to. With the old do's and don'ts of stream, whatever it's don't stream if you're not at your best, because that can portray how you are. But we go fuck that, because life is not about being rosy all the time, is it? It's not always. So here I am, you know, I'm not at my best, definitely not. But we're here, we've shown up, and that's what life should be about showing up, regardless of how you feel. Stuff like that. Putting on a friendly face and a friendly voice for anyone that would like it, and that's the goal. That's the, if I do my job and I sense of making one person smile or one person just feels a bit chilled out after watching my stream, then I've done my job. It's that. I think we're ahead of time, you know, now. I don't know how, but it's kind of flipped over. Time of day is 2:25, but it's been excellent now. 2:36. I've done my job. This month I'm here. I can fast forward some time. Get to the next stop. Either that or I've missed that completely. Then we drive around with no passengers. And there's a reason for it, because we're too early. We get fucked off in a minute and go, hey, fuck it out, you didn't turn up. Yeah, we did, we turned up 10 minutes early.
Reichstag, Bundestag.
But that's what's happened. We have to fast forward the time here. I wonder if anyone suddenly appears here. Fast forward the time. Not good with the mic, you know. Right, so how do we fast forward? That's it. Press start. Fast forward the time. There you go. Yeah, there you go. Should have done that all along. Doesn't mean I'll get passengers. It just means time's caught up to me. Like I say, I've been riding this route. Why are there any passengers? Obviously it's lasting a night, I don't mind. Ease myself into the stream, and then it's because, well, one, it's night, so I've still got no passengers, but two, I haven't fast forwarded the time. So I'm just driving around. Which is all good, it's fine. I say, I need a nice steady game this morning. Why are our red lights down, Dave? Turn it right. Forever. See, normally I would sing, so apologies like that. I don't feel I was entertaining at all. I'm useless.
S- und U-Bahnhof Brandenburger Tor.
At the moment. But the thing is, at least I'm able to do this, which is saying something I haven't been the last few days. So we'll get back to normal. I promise. It's going to take a little bit of time. I just kind of feel like this year has been absolutely atrocious health-wise. Really have. it's just like that fuck off day, really. It's had enough. Oh, someone got on the bus! Someone got on the bus. Celebrate. Celebrate good times. Come on. Hey, someone's on the bus. Someone's on the bus. Hey, 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 someone's on the bus. I say it's evening, I'm not expecting millions of passengers or anything like that. It's that route. It's a route that I need to get some more money on. Not a lot, but I don't think we're going to get much money from this route today. Because time of day, but it is a route that it only operates at night, so that's the problem. This particular route. Do you know what? It's going to be interesting to get to. Wait, I'll fast forward the time. I'm going to do that again, Dave. Should open the door, shouldn't I? It'll be interesting to see what the economy mode is like as well with the 1.1 update. If I notice anything different, I don't know. Let's go. 2:42. As I said, we're coming towards the end of this particular route, which finishes at 2:47 game time in the morning. Then we get to have a look at economy mode, if you like, which is what I'm doing anyway. But the actual nitty-gritty of the game, if you like, simulator week of tasks of big cool speed. I've wasted all the money. We've probably been fine the amount of fares that I've taken on. In. There is someone waiting, which is always good. Bright colours as well for this time of night.
Morning.
Good time in the morning. Morning indeed. Morning. Oh no, dropping the gun, Dave. You're leaving too early. Doesn't want to get going, that's what it is. Got my tea, I'll be alright. That's what they say. Shut the doors. Away we go. Like I say, something familiar today. Trains tomorrow. Then Thursday, back to Thursday community night. What was that? Will be good. That's the plan anyway. Always plan these things. So Wednesday night we've got World Cup, England. England play their first game. Quite a few draws yesterday in the World Cup. Shit, there's a police car there. Go back again. I did not do that. That was not me. We're just helping me in the right lane as well. Should not. Because when that police car moves, we'll be able to move. There you go. Let it turn off quickly, then we'll get into the right lane. Through the green light. And that's how the game wonderfully created the
S- und
whole map, if you
U-Bahnhof
like. Really
Alexanderplatz,
done really well.
Memhardstraße.
The last stop. What's up here? Here they go. Here we are. So let someone get off. Oh, someone's getting on, even if it's just for one stop.
Morgen. Eine Einzelfahrt bitte. Was kostet das?
You can have a single ticket. I can't remember how to do it. Single ticket, Berlin, ABC. Single ticket. There you go. I'm allowed to pay by cash. There you go. Oh, hang on. Walking the street. What's he doing? He's on his phone. Not quite sure what he's doing. He's alright. I think he's alright.
Memhardstraße. Endhaltestelle. Bitte aussteigen.
Yeah, last stop.
Terminus. Please leave the bus here.
Well, yeah, that bloke's paid $4.40 just to walk around the corner. I suppose that's the sort of thing you wouldn't do if you were drunk there. Here we are. On the bus, let everyone off. Oh, declined reputation. Oh, I went down. Oh, fucking hell. That's terrible. Terrible. Then cool. There you go. Now we're going to have a look at the economy mode. So that's new. Because you didn't really have a decline. Well, at least I never declined. What's new in here? They decorated? No. Of course they haven't. They done anything different in here? No, but we can tidy it up a little bit. How about here? Anything here? No, of course not. What we could do is if we're going in here, we could open the workshop and manage some parts, could we? Buy some parts, warehouse, order some parts. Ten of them. 10. I don't know if it's going to be a huge payment. It might be. Just buy 10 of everything. And you can fix the buses as you see fit. Right in. This is about an opportunity to fix the bus, if you like, or fix the buses, because it's a whole fleet. I think they might actually have one or two to fix. Could be wrong. Send order. There you go. So that'll be coming. A little late, a little while. Say in the workshop, I'm not quite sure there is what there is to do. You visit stations and they do anything yet, or anything. I don't think they do anything. There is a computer over in the corner, but again, I don't think it does anything. You can come out into the yard. I'm just sort of having a look to see if there is anything new in here that. It's also wrong time of day, oil. Look at the yard here. It's the old inspection pit. Is that a baseball bat? It's just a torch. Looked like a baseball bat for a minute though. Back to the office anyway. They could have let me decorate. Christ. Right, to the office. Last event store. What's the store? What's the store? Oh, you can. You can buy stuff now for you, but I didn't know that. That's new. Can't let you see it. I've just put my furniture on. So don't want to get it all out. So, probably shouldn't really. Fuck it. We've run out of money. I'm so pleased you could do this now. So we've got furniture delivered. Does it mean we've got a flat packet? I wonder if we've got a flat packet. Oh, you got painted spray. Look at this. Paint and spray your bus. There's a lot of paint and spray. What are we going to spray them in there? Oh, the game's gone. Fuck it. I can't handle that. Give it hell. It's gone to shit. I wonder where that's saved. It's literally gone. No, fuck that, Dave. That don't work. As with all good games, sometimes when you change something, it fucks it up completely. That just might be the case with this. It might be like, no, fuck that. I'm not doing that. Where are we on our? Okay, well, it'll be an auto save. So 244. Oh fucking hell! We've actually got to finish the route, I think, which is fine. One of the beauties of this game, if it does crash, it doesn't usually make you go too far back. So I'll have to go do all that again, but do we leave the painting alone? Maybe we'll save it. Maybe we'll do manual save. Yeah, so it's raining at the moment. I won't go back to Winston. So that one way back to Winston Riders, but could do. Probably should. Be about doing things correctly, wouldn't it? So we probably should put the lighting on if it's not one really. It's a habit. Yeah, it's only right, isn't it, to just leave the lighting on. Might give me a better score this time round. Doubt it. We'll do is play the red light though. So we will actually put our headlights on.
Memhardstraße. Endhaltestelle. Bitte aussteigen. Terminus. Please leave the bus here.
I will do. Not right here though. I'll get there first. Then I'll leave the bus. Oh, that's tight. Green for us. Actually, click on green. Fill in. Try not to hit anything, as we just have. Station minus 0.93. So, you know, with the best route, is it? We'll take it. We'll save it here. That's what we'll do. We'll save it, and we'll see. If it crashes again. So we'll save it to Berlin 01. Overwrite it. And then we're going to go to our office. Maybe we won't do the whole. I like the store, so maybe we'll buy all this. So we just bought all the furniture. So when we went here, the game crashed, wasn't it? It just went down. But I wonder if we can click here. We can do edit paintbook and equipment. There you go, look. So what we got? Wait on. It says RB. We can't do anything. This is the default preset. It cannot be modified. Okay. So context menu. No, we don't want to duplicate. And that one can't be altered. But they all can't be altered. No. We have a new preset. No, that's just saving it, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, so. Okay. We can't do anything, I think. Did I see one in yellow? Did I see one in yellow? Oh no, I think that's just because I just switched it through, isn't it? What if we can change this one? No, it doesn't look like you can change any of them. Oh, it's going to crash. Game doesn't like this part, does it? It needs an update. I think they've updated it and they're going to go, oh, we need to patch this and we're going to patch that. What we're going to do is leave that alone. It's there. We're going to leave it alone and see if the game behaves itself. Just don't touch it. Don't touch this. Don't touch this. I'm going to see if we can continue on without this game crashing. Economy mode is not working very well. Load game. We shall see. There we go. So we're going to have to buy all the furniture again. That's fine. We can do that quickly. I don't know why, but when we get into this little section, my Xbox sound like a bloody jet taking off. I mean, it's not that loud, don't get me wrong, but it's just humming a bit, and it's weird because they don't do anything. All of a sudden, the Xbox is working hard when I walk in here. See what we do is we'll what's last event? Okay, so go to the calendar. Maybe we'll try and do something a little bit different. Maybe we'll so we've got some furniture being delivered here and here and here. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna try and bypass it and do an event. Skip to the event. We'll do that. See what happens. See if the Xbox just calms down a little bit. One or more of your orders was completed. That's good stuff. That's what we want to see. Following vehicles were delivered. Oh, we bought the vehicle. Go to the office. And we've got some drivers as well. New drivers and a vehicle. Okay. What we want to do is manage the vehicles. We want to keep them pristine and clean, don't we? So select all. Manage. About nice clean. Give them a nice clean. That'll help. That'll help with reputation, surely. What about managed vehicles in terms of help workshop? What sort of condition are they in? See, that one's not so good, is it? That one needs to be taken out of service. The 1028 needs to come out of service. It's going for repair. The rest are doing absolutely fine, but that one, repair the vehicle. Select all. Total time 9 hours. So 1028 we need to replace on our orders, if you like. So it's actual lines that we need to do. I've got a feeling that we're going to crash again. Which line can we request that one? But we've got enough buses to do it, have we? Tour manager, that's what we're doing. So we're looking for the 1028, is it? Just scrolling through in the hope that the 1028 needs to come out of service. Otherwise, we're going to have a problem. Right, so we've had to do this. So party, yeah, we can choose a new bus. What can we choose? What we got? Choose this scanner 1034. 1028 is what we're looking at. So that's all good for that day. It should only be for like 2 days. It shouldn't even be for a full day, should it? So whether it's Friday, we didn't even have the 1028 on. So if we do that, yeah, it'll be all fixed. It's good that that works nice and quick now. What route are we going to do? Should we take over a bus? Do this route 8 till 10. Just to give Kevin a breather, and we'll drive it ourselves. Just to give me something to do. Only a small little route, you know. So go back. We go to dashboard. We've got social media. I don't know if that actually works yet. I haven't seen it work. Finances have always been there, and all that side of things, the email side of things. Current reputation 99%. That's good. So we need to earn some money big time. Let's go to our office and we're going to time skip because we don't want to do it too much. Time skip 6 hours. That'll tell us more money's come in, risen reputation, one or more orders was complete. You've received new emails. What's the calendar? Office email. Are we inquiring about taking over the Route 42? Oh, we can take over the route. So, so 142. So we've got the route 142 now. Is that what we've got? We actually take over. So, so we've got to sort that out, I suppose. So that'll be in office, and that'll be orders, and that'll be to the lines 142. Is that the which license is that? That one is it. Christ. So we're managing that one. So now we've got to sort this one out. And we've got to assign buses to different routes, haven't we? I have to do this. So click like that. Okay. So let's see what buses are available to us. We'll try and look at some of our new buses, ones that aren't actually doing anything. So 10:32. A double decker at that one, I don't think. Could be wrong. So on that one. We'll do that one. Do a double decker on that. And then we've got to assign a driver. It's not working. Oh, there you go. So what does blue mean? Employee timetable tour partially assigned. I don't know why it's partially assigned because I haven't chose who is going to take over the next part of the shift, have I? That's why. So we've got Ricky as well. There you go. So we've got a new bus here. We've got to get 10:35. This is the service then. Sort this out. Have we got anyone else that hasn't driven yet? So we could do that one. And then shift back. Shift it over. And then choose the next everyone else. Your Kevin. Sign the vehicle again. So this nitty gritty of the game, the old management side. that's precisely why I haven't been streaming. I don't worry about doing that sort of thing. Just moving slightly. But it does not like me at the moment. No. Manage. Sure, guys. Patrick, maybe. Just go right to the top. Just organising our staff, if you like. I'll go to the top now. Just Kevin's en route at that time. Alila is not though. So go back. Then we shift over. Go back. Do me that. Go all the way down. 10:33 or the 10. Yeah. Decide that, and then we're going to do our first driver. Comes in Kevin. Sophia. And then who else do we choose? Alina, you're not on a route at that time, apparently. Put the 10:38 back in service and we'll put it on here. Eva's available. Laura should be fine. Ricky's back for another adventure. Or Rike. As calling Ricky, it's Rike. Tempted to drive that one myself. So which vehicle do we go with? Maybe a double decker might be good. We'll go with me. Why not? And then we'll maybe choose Selma. And I can do the duties there. Give Kevin a go. Our jobs with our new buses. Who's got what? And actually, I will. The 10:09. There's tools available as well. I think can start off with. Push it over. So what's this only doing two? What are they doing? Okay, it's Kevin. It's only doing two. Oh, there you go. Norma. There we go. We're getting there. We're filling it up. Start with Emma. Go across. Patrick. Across. Who was to finish the last little bit? Alina. New bus. 10:36. We'll try that one. Stefan. You're up. Victor, you can do that bit. Kareem. Bus there. Go to 10:38. Then the last shift, which is the evening shift. Good to Yannick. And then obviously up to the weekend. Dominica. Going Norma. So they might have seen for a little bit. Because they've been in Layla as well. Fabian's on a job at that time. Media. Trying to spread out the work, you see. Nearly done with this bit. There's a the most boring bit, if you like. But it's got to be done. It's the whole management side of the game. 733. It's still bloody crash on me after doing all this. Show's just finished. We're all about spread out, aren't we now? Scrolling to the bottom, and they're all doing sort of fours. Choose bus. That one hasn't got any. How did I miss that one? Joel Patrick. Nearly there. 10:26. We get that. Ella. 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 Emma. Let's see. Oh, I wonder where that's coming from. Tell you what, that's where we're going to be. But we're not actually. We're going to hang on for a minute. I was going to say going to move. But, I'll stay in this position for a minute longer. Right. Here we go. Oh, God, that hurts. Fuck. Take that bus. Could fit the job. Johannes, and that completes. How many more we've got to do? Blimey. Sunday as well. Choose a bus. Choose that one. It's not done very much. Sophia. Naomi. Go over. Overworking some of them here. We'll spread it out, and I. I don't know what sort of double decker. Maybe a double decker might be good at this point in time. Do you know what? Maybe we should drive a route. It's only fair, isn't it? Got to contribute on me. So which buses do you choose? That's the thing. Tara. Shift it over. Milan. Vehicle again. Which vehicle should we use? Laxius. Fabian's en route. Ricky we can't do. Stefan's available again. We can do him. Bus in play. Hands. Mod come in. Yes, I've only got a few more to organise. Well, it's time to take a break in a second. 2-minute break, as I always do. Check in with the kids, make sure they're heading in the right direction. So that's what I'll be doing in a second. Pascal. Last thing I want to do is do all this and then come back and find out it's crashed, doesn't it? Could happen. Let's hope not. Silver. Sherry got an auto sort of do this. Just go auto. It just sorts it all for you. That'd be good, wouldn't it? But you have to manually do it. So I don't mind doing it. It's just Kevin's finished his shift. I'm looking for a bus. Yeah, we do. Oh no. Trying to do me down on a journey. Warning us. Say no. Don't choose that one because it's on a journey. No conflict. We'll start off with Sophia. Then we'll move it across. Then we'll move it across. But there is one I haven't done. Across. Patrick. Good old Patrick. Those buses are en route, but start off with Milan. Amelia. Nearly there, I think. All en route. That double decker isn't though. So Pascal, get the honours, buddy. Ricky, you can do that one. Layla, it's all yours. Kim, you got that. Emma, that's yours. Nearly there, just 2 more to do. So just don't want to overwork people. So know that they have a moan if they do. as they would in real life. Be like, no, fuck off, I'm not doing that. Last one. One person to do that shift. And you're our person. Then we can come out of that. And we're all good. We actually requested 245 as well now, apparently. I'm not going to do that just yet. What I'm going to do is save after all that, if it lets me. Office. Will let me on my phone though, save, will it? Yeah. So, overwrite. Yes, please. And then I suppose it's time to check in with the kids. I'll be back in a couple of minutes. If you need to leave me, I totally understand. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Make good choices. If you're sticking with me, and I do hope someone might be, put a kettle on, and I'll be back in a minute or two. Maybe a little bit longer, but I'll be back. Promise. Hopefully get the touch screen on. There you go, sorry about that. If you stuck with me, brilliant. Cheers. Let's actually get on with our bus then, I suppose. Get cracking. Right, so office. We need to get a calendar now. Sit down here and go to calendar. We need to time skip a little bit, don't we? We need to go a few hours in to the day, confirm. Time skip. One or more orders is completed. Total revenue. We need to go and have a quick look at our vehicles as well. Manage vehicles. Put that all on. Spend that there. Clean the buses as well. I feel clean bus would be a good bus, wouldn't it? Surely. Done. Calendar. We start the tour. Start the tour. Extra mark spot from the first stop, I believe. From the first stop. Fingers crossed it all works. It might crash. No, it's working. Except it's working very slowly. Oh, no, we're allowed to get on our bus then. Oh, no, we're not. Open the door first. I'll just drive, smash straight through it. James, how you doing, buddy? How are you? How's things, my friend? I need that. So this one. Take the park brake off, put it into drive. Time of day, we're all right for all that sort of business. And we're good to go, I believe, apart from looking at our computer screen, turning that on. I suppose it won't come on unless we actually turn the bus on. That would be helpful, Dave. So it must be on this one. Now we can look at our screen. That's it. Start. Our pin is 2399. Line 200. The tour is number 11. Put that in. How are you, James? How are you doing, buddy? Now we can welcome people on if they want to get on. It's only a small bus as well. Oh shit. I think we might have made a mistake. Choosing a small bus. A few people getting on. Our busy bus. Oh, we've got 2 doors. She's got 3 doors. It's not the worst bus in the world, is it, I suppose? Would have done with maybe a double decker, but I don't know what the temperature is in here, it doesn't tell me. I'm sure it does somewhere on here. I don't know if they need the temperature on or not, but we'll do it. What's the time? 20. 8:13. It's going to go in a minute, and then we need to get moving. I say that, I'm not entirely sure. It's giving us the option to skip ahead. I don't know if anyone else is going to get on the bus because we skipped it ahead. Yeah. 8:13. Has she got the look? She's got the little bit of the look as though she's walking on. No, just walking on by. This bloke's got his coffee. He's quite happy. Morning ritual and all that. Oh, so just shut the doors then. Shut the doors. All shut and we're all ready to go. At least I think we are. Why are we not ready to go? Have I got not neutral? Moving, why is the bus not? If I pick that bus that I hate, that doors don't seem to shut. 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 Have I got to lock the doors maybe? Maybe that's what it is. Off. Now can I move? Why can't I move? My bus does not want to move. Why is it doing this to me? This is a nice simple stream. Nice simple stream and it's not doing it to me. Johnny, how you doing, buddy? How are you, buddy? Oh, here we go. Door clearance. We're right. I think that's now we can move. Switch to gear and start. Oh dear. Bus doesn't want to move. Set the gear. I did set it. Oh god. What the hell? Here we go. Here we go. How am I doing today? It's one of those that thought I was okay. Just tried to move a couple of times on stream and it's not okay. But we're alright once we're in this position. I'm a grumpy bugger today. I'm not gonna lie. I try not to be. I am a bit of a grumpy bugger today. We're showing up. That's all we can do, isn't it? Try and carry on. There's only so many days you can be like this. He says. I'm hoping I'll be alright for that way. The plan is to just get back to normal now.
Spandauer
And then pop the pain basically, just try and grind it. Obviously, I'm frustrated, very frustrated. I can hardly walk. It's terrible, really. We're a bit more comfortable. We're on a lot of painkillers. I sound drunk. I know I sound drunk. I feel drunk. But so we'll get through. How are you doing, my friend? How are you doing?
Moin, ein Ticket bitte. Kann ich das mit meinem Handy bezahlen?
Can she pay by mobile phone? Of course you can. ABC. This is the old AV. There you go.
Vielen Dank.
Hi, ich brauche einen Fahrschein.
Hi. Oh, come on. This chap needs a ticket. What do you need, buddy? Berlin AB. Single ticket. Cash. The hell, you asked me to do maths when I'm drunk. It's not a good idea. And by drunk I mean on tablets. Anyone that might be watching that didn't hear me say it, and I'm thinking, is she coming on? She looked like she was coming on. I mean, she just moved forward just to wind us up a little bit. This is it. In truth, like I said, I do live a life of pain. There isn't a day that I'm not in pain. Yeah, that's what to move on its own. Over the years, I've got used to managing the pain. It hurts. Every day hurts, but not like this. This is excruciating, debilitating. But having said that, I'm saying that today, I'm not like I was a couple of days ago. So it's massive improvement, but it's slow and not where I want to be. You know, it's getting my head around it. That's the thing. That's once I get my head around it, we can put the smiley face and let it back on. But I'm not liking the fact that, should we say, that I'm crawling around a little bit. Just to move. Sitting upright, I'm okay-ish. Do need to change every now and again. If I move right now, I'll be in trouble. So sit here. Try not to drink anything to force myself to go for a pee, but everyone's got to go for a pee at some point. That's the really, really horrible experience trying to get to the toilet at the back. It's not the nicest. But we carry on, as life forces us to do. We're back in my bus. I was going to do the train sim world, but I even downloaded a couple of fishing games because I thought, fuck it, I can't really do anything. I've got to play something that's less. I can't do proper racing at the moment because that's just going to be like ridiculous because I'm going to naturally link left or right. So we need something that's just going to like a steady sort of game. So I'm sure we'll get back to this, something that I'm familiar with. Before we just go onto the buses for a minute until we get used to it. Something I have done though is finished off James Bond. I finished the game. Doing some tax sims, but I've finished the story on it anyway. Really, really good game. Really good game. I like games like that. There's so much open world stuff, but sometimes you need an on the rails guided sort of journey. There's a little bit of exploration in it, not too much, but I like to know where I'm going, so I don't mind a game like that. Those don't fall. We are a little bit late though. Let's keep going. Here we go. On the move. But the plan is for Thursday. Plan is for I will show up Thursday. I will host a bit of racing. Whatever. Even if I go right, fuck it, not enough. I'll stick around and party chat. That's the plan for Thursday. Plan to get back to what is normal, you know, the thing is that my body will decide what is normal, I suppose. I'm also scared. I'm not going to lie and say I'm not scared. I'm scared of going to the doctors who would then naturally send me to hospital because they will do with me like this. Someone in my having had 5 spinal operations, they always err on the side of the caution. They send you to the hospital. You're in the hospital for about 8 to 9 hours. In my case, sometimes overnight as they evaluate all the spine and stuff like that, do all their tests and whatever. But I've been here before. Like I say, someone that suffers with pain every day. So this isn't new to me. It hurts, and it hurts every day. But this is a different level of hurt, if you know what I mean. There's hurt in struggling with mobility, and then there's hurt, excruciating pain, and literally falling on the floor just to get to the loo is not fun. I've been to the hospital way too many times in the last 6 months. I don't fancy another trip to the hospital. I'd rather just sit here for a day or 2 or 3 days. Absolute agony and just get through it. To become sort of like something I can cope with. That's a strong word, isn't it? Cope with. If I was an animal, I'd have been put down a long time ago. We learn how to live. Get the right tools, talk to the right people, get the right attitude, and we live. And try and ignore as much as possible. AB, single ticket. Oh, I'm taking her money before I've even given her a ticket. Well, she changed her mind. Oh shit, there you are. I still want a single to show. It's right with the. Now we've got to go back. Stop. It was a short trip. Cash. Short trip.
Vielen Dank. Einmal Kurzstrecke bitte.
There we go. Short trip. Now we can get moving. Try and be honest, Dave, as always. Try and provide a friendly face and a friendly voice first thing in the morning. It's very tough when you're. So we say, is it high? Would it be high a little bit? I suppose it would be high. I call it drunk, but I suppose it would be high. The thing is, I'm okay with these tablets. I'm okay sitting still with these tablets. The minute I move, they do not touch it. That's when you know you're suffering. That's when you know you're in problem. They make you tired as well. I think the whole thing makes you tired. Debilitating pain just makes you tired, doesn't it? Makes you grumpy. I'm trying not to be grumpy with the kids. I don't think I've been accused of being grumpy yet, so but I'm trying. Oh, believe me, I could swear my head off if I'm really, you know. There are times we really grit the teeth, and I am trying. There's a lot going on in this household at the moment. Lad's finished university. He's here a lot at the moment, waiting on his results. Middle lad is about to finish college for the year. There's one or two little things to do yet, but he's about to finish. And youngest, he's about to do his MOPS, his GCSE MOPS. Obviously, we've had the old GCSE exams and all that lot for 16-year-olds, and hope Ruby's well, and she's enjoying some much needed rest, I'm sure.
Marschallbrücke.
Hopefully less stress. It is hard when you're not well. Yeah, it is. The thing is, did you call it not well? It's. I'm gonna sing a song. It's my life. It's my life. I say it's a life that I know very well. It's a life that I've been in the past, lived a long time with excruciating pain. Like I say, you get used to it. It's just a sad thing. Life teaches us that we have to get used to it. That we have to do the world to stop. And those doors open, did they? Hang on. I should let me go out, shouldn't I? It's a weird feeling. Like I say, we have to crawl to the loo. Really. Oh my god, is she walking the length of my bus because she wants to come on? No, she's just going off now. We can move. She's chilling now. Good stuff. Good stuff. I tried to kill my alter ego neck and back. Anyone that knows me for a long time will know that I wasn't always Mr. Copperpot. I was knackered back on socials, all that sort of thing, and there's a reason for that. And I tried to kill it because I got myself into I don't know, I would say good space, or where I just felt I didn't need to tell everyone, do you know what I mean? Just move on, carry on. But sometimes there's only so much you can hide. But it's tough. Life gets tough in its own ways, and I don't need it to be tough right now. I've got my own sort of issues going on, stuff like that. I don't need this level of agony right this second. Do you know what I mean?
Morgen.
But it is what it is. You have to deal with the cards that you've been dealt with. You can't change them. You remember his knackered back. tried to kill him. I did try to kill him, but he's come back. He's back. It will pass. It will pass. It will pass and go back to the level of what it is normally, which isn't exactly great, but it's manageable. You know, we'll be all right. I know. I just don't want. Like I say, wife keeps telling me she says we should probably go to the hospital, or at least go to the GP. And it is the whole thing. She's right. I should, because I should get it all on my record.
Robert Kochplatz.
But in truth, it's where do they? I know what happens, and I don't fancy it. I've been spent too much time in hospitals recently. I don't fancy that one. The other one is I've got a neck operation looming, spinal again. So, and I'm like, I don't want another one. I've had enough. That makes sense. I've had enough. Okay. Receipt is requested. ABC. Wow. Yeah. But it doesn't want to receipt, so I'm not going to print receipt. There you go. Cash. 60 back. There you go, bud.
Einen Einzelfahrschein bitte.
Berlin ABC. Pay by phone. Go. Touch it there. Can touch this.
Danke.
Like I say, the horrible thing about streaming, in some respects, is do's and don'ts. Like you hear so much of do's and don'ts. And one of them would be don't stream. Don't stream when you're feeling shit. But I like to stream whenever, because it's life is life. It's not all rosy, is it? It is hard. We get through struggles. Even I go through the struggles. And we don't talk about it enough. So we're told not to talk about these sort of stuff. But I suppose it makes for a good stream in some respects that I am telling your vehicle. My vehicle has been charged. I ain't got that vehicle anymore. My Volkswagen ID3 that I used to have. I should just change cars as well. It's just still obviously being charged. It says. It's like, streaming does take my mind off things. It's like I had a nice go at James Bond and finished it. That was a nice play through experience. Something that I've been given a lot of time at the moment is, I don't know, it's a lot of game time because I'm not doing anything. I feel like I'm neglecting everything. It's hard for me. Control freak in me, so to speak. I do. It's half in to let go of things. It's complete Xbox and stuff like that. I feel like I'm letting them down a little bit. Although James is doing most best at the moment to really good content out, as are the other guys. In terms of community nights, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I'm letting down again. But it was nice to see Puppy take the lead yesterday. He had a good party. It was about 7, so. Good stuff. I will get there. I'll find a pattern where we're comfortable-ish. I thought we were there this morning in terms of comfortable-ish, but then I moved, and it was like, oh fuck, So we've got to the point where, as I was trying to explain in text format for me, where we go to bed, we wake up, and we go, right, we've got some energy, or we've got some ability to move a little bit and stuff like that. But it's gone already. That's the problem. It's gone already. We're 7:40, and we're at 7:40, and it's just like I've got nothing left in me today already. So I'm already waiting for the day to finish. I can go to sleep. get that little bit of reprieve, go again, which is a horrible thing to feel like. I've got to train my head out of that because the day is young. There's plenty to do. I've got to try and do some stuff, you know. You watch TV, you were just knackered. I bet you, buddy, you were just like a machine at the moment. You both are. Especially with the house. What are you doing with the house at the moment? Have you got anything with the house? Life's challenges as well. I think, even if you're not doing the house at the moment, because there's builders and stuff like that taking over, it's cumulative, isn't it? And you've got your day jobs and in between, and then like I say, life doesn't stop. You just have to fit in between things. But well done, you, honestly. First floor going on. Nice. Nice. I think this room will do a double decker.
Hi,
We're going to be full in a
ein
minute.
Ticket bitte.
You can have a ticket. What do you want a ticket for? Hang on, look. Have you had that menu? ABC, single. There you go.
Guten Morgen. Könnte ich bitte ein Ticket haben?
He wants a 24-hour ticket. Berlin AB.
Hallo, ein Ticket bitte. Was kostet das?
All that money, don't even know that should be sitting there. What do you want? Berlin AB, single. Go, 350.
Danke.
Guten Tag, ein Einzelfahrschein bitte.
He wants a far shine. Berlin ABC. Single. You've got to get ready for it. Totally understandable, buddy. Totally. Just thank you for dropping in. Honestly, it means the world. It does. Catch you later, buddy. All the best. Cheerio. Away we go. Onwards and upwards, as they say. Kilometers now. Oh, is this the airport run? Is this where we're going? Are we off to the airport? I think we might be. I think we might be off to the airport. I think we are. So what boots? Moving forward. Fucking hell. So let's look at that. What route is this then? This is bus 200. Okay. Two licensed lines at the moment. A lot more to do, but we're driving the official lines and stuff like that. We need to get some more buses. I don't know how much money we've got left. You can get to the office from the phone, you can. Yeah, so we've got absolutely nothing left. Our reputation is good at 97%. What about our vehicle? Manage your vehicles. Suppose we can do that. What about clean? Worry about clean. Clean's alright. Unfortunately, I bet we've got loads of cheap second-hand vehicles. We do 50, 60, 87, 79. What a shame, eh? What a shame. We'll have to nab them when we can, though. Bit of a miserable day, innit? Still red. Green. Continuing on. We're only 7 minutes late. Where's my indicator on? No. Apologies as well if I'm going on too much about being a pain and stuff as well, because that in itself is, like I said, doesn't always make for a good stream, does it? Life teaches us to carry on, doesn't it? That's what we're going to try and do. Come on. Red light. Here we go. Go middle lane, I think. Close. Cars are moving. Chose middle lane because there's a kilometre to go. We're on the route to the airport. Should we say atrocious conditions? Staying in this lane because I've got a bit I've got to turn left. Well, we're getting caught by a traffic light, I reckon. Come to a standstill. What's my shift to? 10:54. No, it's a right turn, so we need to get in that lane. We'll get in that lane in a minute. Sorry, excuse me. So we'll vacate that lane and go to this one. We need to move lanes. I don't know. They seem to be moving, we're stuck. Push that down. Go in that lane. Something's broken down, that truck's broken down, or sort of stuck there, and he. We're around him. Driving our bus. Essex Tea Express. Essex Tea bus service.
U-Bahnhof Turmstraße.
Turn right. Then straight into a left. Why is my door opened? Maybe. I don't know. Shouldn't really open mid drive, should it? Go there. Turn left. Only 13 minutes late. We'll close all doors and move forward. I'm not saying that as I do the complete opposite. Okay, all doors. A few more people getting on. No one really getting off. Shut doors. We'll move on, indicate out. Grab our tea. Say cheers. I was going to say this must turn red green in a minute. The one in front was green. Here we go. Then we're in a 30, so we've got to slow down. Single lane. Can overtake that bus maybe. Oh, speeding. Be careful. Through that light before it went red.
Turmstraße, Beuselstraße.
Turn the auto off. I think it's a good idea that the bus keeps opening its doors every time we stop. Proper rainy day. Turn here. So we've got 3 lanes of traffic full of a narrow train. For me. Oh, what the hell? Let's just appeared out of nowhere. Get on. Get off. Maybe I have to just pull forward a little bit. Shut the doors. Just in case it's chap wants to get on, but he's not going to move. All the doors. That's relatively full. Good job so far. I'm not so sure what it's like. 600 a day. In the morning, isn't it? All the way. Very late. Don't want to get a ticket, do we? Stay in this lane. If you're down middle lane, that's what they say.
Essenstraße.
Here we go. Put them in.
Guten Morgen.
Chaps get on.
Einzelfahrt bitte.
Berlin,
Was kostet
single
das?
ticket. Berlin ABC. Single ticket. Paid by cash. All good. Shut those doors now. Away we go. Over 2 kilometres. We'll get there. We'll get there. Held of the lights, held of the lights. And go. Go, go, go. It's a bus lane. That bus lane does not move big enough though, does it? Especially with those bollards there. It feels so narrow, so tight. Two kilometres to go. Oh, fuck it, we're through that. I can't do anything about that, could I? We were there already. Some heavy traffic. Moved. We're back. This is where I say I can't be me at the moment. That's the problem. I can't be my like chirpy sort of stealth. It's frustrating. Very frustrating. Why are they coming over my lane? Why are they driving in the middle of a lane? Blimey. We've got a rise of 0.07%. That's revenue as well. Got masses. Every little helps, so they say. Can't get out of the road, fucking hell.
Buchholzweg.
You're back, Johnny. I thought you had to go. Coming in. Right, here we go. Open the doors. Oh, you have to get in the shower. That's Sarah's up. Hello, Sarah. I'll try and force her. Smile. Try. Right, shut the doors then. They've all got on. Now we're off to the airport. I think that's where we're heading. I think that's where we're going anyway. No. Park cars, eh? Showered and ready for the day ahead, eh, bud? Away again. 2 kilometres now. 2 kilometres. Expected to be there 8:42. It's 8:55, so welly. Tucked in behind this white car. Oh, he's moved. Fucking hell, I'm in the road. Fucking hey, fuck off. Fucking bus. you up. Red light, I'm getting through now. I can do. It's got really late. Dipping down middle lane. It's the middle thing they want me to go under. Get it wrong there.
Flughafen Tegel. Endhaltestelle. Bitte aussteigen. Terminus. Please leave the bus here.
So put it in. Doors are open.
Flughafen Tegel.
Everyone's getting out. All out. Drive to the next bit. We come round. What a miserable day, eh? Essex, blue skies again. Bit of sun poking its through us. The clouds. Not too bad. It did rain early on. Been raining the last couple of days. Good for the garden. It's not blue because there's buses in the road. Stop as well. Open doors for passengers well would do if I could. Open doors. I'm not getting there, can I? The passengers come this way. Really come here, jump on board with it. And they have to. What else to say? Maybe no one. Right, know when it is then. We'll just check our bus, it's fine. No one wants to pick it up, it's fine. Now we're in a place where 3 roads meet, or 3 lanes anyway. Very careful. Don't smash into someone. Champ. 10 past 8. Moving on nicely. Go to the office itself. Vehicles, manage, clean. We're not worried about that one, are we? Haven't made a lot of money. Our reputation's still above 90%. That's good. good, mate. It's in yawn. Police are about. Watch out. No blues and twos. Still working.
Buchholzweg.
Gently. Open the doors. Hopefully there's some passengers coming on. Oh, got one coming on. No, actually, more than 1, 2, 3 passengers. 3 more than what we had a minute ago. Here we go. Long road, 1 kilometre. Be careful, don't you speed, overdo the speed, or you'll catch me. We're 2 minutes late at the moment. I'm trying to get back on time. Here we go. No. May have been in the wings, maybe, but she hasn't spoken. No.
S-Bahnhof
Just driving on
Beuselstraße.
by Sarah dreamt it then. Maybe. I think the whole thing is a dream experience, Sarah. I think. It certainly is this morning. I'm so on auto mode this morning. Either that or I fell asleep driving and then I ignored. I don't know. With the drugs. With the painkillers. But we're actually behind, so we need to get moving. How are we doing for time? 8:60. So I can find it and check in. The youngest is coming up shortly. Get out quick. Champ. You know the time, yeah? Says yes. Sam in the wrong lane. But here we go. Will stop raining, isn't it? That's why the squeak's on. You need the squeak to stop raining. Stupid me, stupid me. This lane seems to be an excessive lane. Oh, I know why. There's a fucking parked car there. Not parked over the bloody. Oh dear, car. Thought you'd let a bus through, buddy, but obviously not.
Böhnstraße, Beuselstraße.
Coming in gently. Wait our turn. Traffic lights on me. That one just strolling across right there. Here we go. You can move. Where's your doors? Why is the door open? Who the fuck opened that? Not too bad, is it? I'll curve a little bit. They'll penalise me for that, are they? Again. Now I have to go. See you later, buddy. Have a wonderful day at work. I hope it goes all right. Hope it's not too strenuous. And it's just nice and easy day for you, bud. You deserve it. All the best. Cheerio. You're a gent, sir. carrying on as we mean to go on. Oh shit, we're doing 30. 40 and 30. Need to slow it down a little bit, don't we? I'll end up with another ticket.
U-Bahnhof Turmstraße.
Get around. Chap, it's at time. Why does the door come open again? The door was split open. Mind of its own. So what we're going to do is pause the stream for a minute just to have a say hello to the youngest lad. I'm sure he's going to get off all right. So just pause the stream for a minute. So back in a mo. If you need to go somewhere, I totally understand. Make good choices. Have a wonderful, wonderful day ahead. If you're sticking with me, I'll be back in a couple of minutes. Just checking in with the youngest just before he leaves for school. So all the best. Back in a mo. Just checking in with the youngest before he heads off to school. Let's get back on this routine. Back on this route. Here we go. Put it in nicely. Lots of people to pick up then. Lots of people to pick up in this part of town. At least it looks like there's lots of people.
Moin, ich brauche einen Fahrschein.
Morning, indeed.
Kann ich das mit Karte zahlen?
Berlin AB, single ticket. There you go, bud. A short trip. Should have known that, shouldn't I? Should have known that. Short trip ticket. There you go. No, he's going to be awkward. Never assume, never assume. We are ready to go, I think. We're running 6 minutes late. So if we can squeeze through there. Yep. Just about. Just about. Maybe scraping the car. I don't think we touched that car, so initially I thought I might have done. Oh dear, park car, not a good idea. Quite sure what the blue car is doing behind me. We've got 2 kilometres now. 2 kilometre trip. Supposed to get there at 9:09. It is 9:13. Still got a kilometre to go. Look at this tea, the treasure of all teas. Essex Tea. I feel like I'm not putting enough energy in for this. That's my trouble with streaming. You know, they say, you know, when you're not at your best, you shouldn't stream. But the thing is, life isn't always full of roses, is it? Sometimes there are hard periods in life. Life is a roller coaster, as Ronan Keating said, and it really is. There's lots of ups and downs, isn't there, with life? And but on social media, on Twitch, on Facebook, on all these sort of things, we portray it as though the perfect life, don't we? And we don't really show what's going on in the background. So today you get a raw Dave, a Dave that feels like he hasn't streamed for like donkeys, even though it's actually only been about 4 days, 3 or 4 days, 3 days. I know we had a few things going on, so we missed a stream or 2 then as well beforehand. So, but that was due to being busy. So now we've got a problem because of obviously the way I am. Is now affecting the stream, but we're back today because we're back. As long as we're sitting still, we don't even move or flex or anything like that. So I don't know. I say I want to be around for race on Monday for Thursday night when we do Forza, but I couldn't imagine myself even playing a racing game at the moment because the natural would be to lean left or right, and just honestly fractions of movements at the moment hurt. So. Although we're back, if you like, we're streaming, it's an effort to be back. It's a struggle. So I do apologise if my voice is not quite right. I feel drunk. I probably sound like I'm drunk. That is down to painkillers, added painkillers. But they're making me a little bit more comfortable. So, but it's only as good until I move. And the minute I move, do a slight little movement or twist or anything like that, I'm in a lot of pain. So that's a tea. We're going to move that over gently because it's very hot, but it is the treasure of all teas and it is absolutely amazing. You really, really should try it. Really should. I mean, these tablets are quite strong. I'm allowed to see on extremely bad days like I'm on, and that's to say that every day is painful. It is. I take these tablets every day anyway. But I'm allowed to triple dose on really bad days to manage. In fact, I'm allowed to just triple dose anyway the whole time. That's what my spinal condition sort of warrants. But I don't feel happy being in this sort of state. I don't want to live life where I just feel drunk all the time. So there's that happy balance, and I say a happy balance, it's not a happy balance, it's a balance in general. We all juggle things in life. This is one thing that I juggle. But yeah, I was seeing fish in the fish tank the other day, and we haven't got fish dying. So it wasn't just a small fish, 2 reasonably sized fish. And this goes back to when I had a spinal op, and I went out for one of the first times when we were near a church, and I could see people on the roof. And I was saying, "Oh, people on the roof." So why did you not see them? Because they weren't there. It's a weird feeling when you're dosed up like this. Like I say, I also get a nice shot at how dosed up I am. If I move, that just goes straight away. It's like, that little jolt of just snaps me out of the drunken state. So it tells me it's quite painful. And I kind of felt sorry last night, seeing some of the Discord last night. Quite know. I mean, it was nice to see in the end. I did check in to see if they got into a party without me. Because Racing Monday was officially cancelled, but the lovely stylistic puppy was willing to run some festival playlist activities and stuff like that. She did very well. I think he ended up with a party of 7, which was good to see. It took a little, you can see a few messages, no one's online. And it's like, I know Mr. Puppy, he comes on when he can come on, and it's a struggle for him to get on at 8:30. It's more about 8:40, 8:45. And after the handover from Playing Force to him to host the night, if you like. I certainly did with Forza Horizon 5. I've been doing quite a lot of Forza Horizon 6 myself. But he's taking the reins again, which is good for me. I don't quite know what I'm doing all the time. So I'm okay to do it. It's a little bit when someone sort of says, "Oh, describe this," and then what car do you need for that? I don't know that. It's podcast. Getting better at it. But it was also weird playing. I mean, being like this to enable me to finish off 007 First Light. Fabulous game, amazing game. Really, really enjoyed it. I know it got rated 10s and stuff, but I wouldn't give it a 10. Despite my bias for James Bond, there are elements in it that I think aren't quite right. But I love the game. I love the experience. Those are the sort of games I actually like. A lot of people some people have moaned that it's too on the rails. I don't think that's a bad thing. Sometimes the whole exploration you just want to be doing something. You want a bit of action.
Guten Tag. Eine 24-Stunden-Karte bitte.
Some people have said also the immersion is broken at times in the game where it just goes a bit slow. But that's spy work, isn't it? For Christ's sake, it's not perfect, but it's a bloody good game. Vernon AB, she wants a 24-hour ticket. Why she's still here? She's in her mode. Vernon AB, 24-hour ticket. Give them renting tickets. Take her money.
Danke.
10 back. Anyone else? No? Good. Yeah, there are some lovely touches with the sort of screens. They're lovely little puzzles. You've got to work out what to do as well. It's not quite super straightforward. They're not overly hard, although I won't lie, I think the date one I had to get a guide for because I just couldn't work it out. There is a little safe that you have to open by working out a little riddle to get the date. And I don't know whether I'd like to tell you it's the tablets, but yeah, I probably would have gone for a guide anyway for it anyway. So if I'm honest. I suppose with today's world, if you like, we used to bring up the numbers, didn't we, for the cheat codes and stuff like that. Back in the days of the sort of like the 80s and 90s and stuff like that. That's what we used to do. Now there's no magazines to do any of that. But what we do have is lovely internet, don't we, where you can just Google and find out what we've got to do or find a guide. And because that's so ready to us as well, I suppose the patience isn't quite there, is it, when you are struggling? Once or twice is enough. You go, right, fuck it, I'll go for a guide. Whereas perhaps if we didn't have the guide, we might persist and actually do it ourselves. But yeah, it is what it is, that side of things. And I don't think it breaks it. There's no right or wrong way to play a game, and that's my whole thing. I prefer to play a game, I prefer to play a game on the settings as they give you in the game. But I'm not afraid to change them, and I know people get criticised on social media, even on Twitch. If you're playing something on them, you know, you've got to have fun at the end of the day, and if something's too hard, then you can just turn it down a little bit and then have all that fun and that experience. But why not? You know, there's a reason they put an easy mode in. There's a reason they put a hard mode in, and that is for you to be able to change. If you need to, I had to change them. The last boss on James Bond, not gonna lie, he was doing my head in, and I had to drop down. And I've seen people say, "Oh, it only takes about 18 hours, 19 hours to complete," and that may well be. And it may be that I took my time exploring, taking it all in a bit, which I did a bit. And for someone to say it's only about 18 hours, I think I've clocked in 34 hours. So almost doubled their time to complete it. And I haven't got every collectible or anything like that. So, you know, there's a game there. It's how you play it. No one should ever tell you how to play a game, or this is what we should do, and play it your way. Like I say, I like a game that does show you a waypoint at the very least, so I can enjoy an on the rails arcade, you know, action sort of espionage sort of experience where there are sort of slow points and action points. That's what I like. It's what I like in a film. I don't mind a bit of plot. I don't mind. Yes, I do. I don't mind a bit of plot. I don't mind a little bit of spy work, but as long as action is coming, and I know the action is about to come, and you know with the James Bond, you know it. I'll get the piss taken out of me now, by the way. Just whispering away. Good liar. If something was full of plot and there was no action, obviously, simple as that. I know that. I hands up, but there's going to be a thing there. But I can fall asleep in the cinema, you know, and have done recently.
Robert Koch-Platz.
Twice recently to a film called, you know, Mandoing, whatever it is. Just recently watched that, and I only dropped off for a few seconds. Don't get me wrong, a few seconds, but you know, I blame the painkillers, blame the tiredness that I, you know, not quite at this level. There's no way I'd go to the cinema like this. In fact, I would love to go to the View Cinema that we went to right now, in some respects, because I think those seats are really, really comfy. You know, and I could get into that position and just. Black screens, nothing around it. Just, I would be asleep. That's the thing. I would be asleep within about 5 minutes, right? A second, if I was in that. I don't know, it was just a lovely experience in terms of sitting there, feet up. Not that I can't do that here. Oh shit, I've gone the wrong way. Now. They're not going to let me turn. No, you fucking hell, you know I'm turning. He don't. He was crashing into the side of me. Fuck off. We use the pavement. I'm trying to reverse and see that red car there in my thing that I'm about to hit. So 101. Turn. Oh, for fuck's sake, now they're fucking going as well. But I can't go through the bushes. No. I'm trying to be good. Not hit someone. That's not too bad, is it? I'm now sort of bringing it back around. That wasn't too bad, but I don't know where the fuck I'm going now. See, I need a waypoint, and I need a clear waypoint, because I was going the wrong way. Talking about that, weren't I? Fucking hell. But no, the View Cinema, first time View Cinema experience, you know, actually being able to use some free tickets as well, which was all handy. But yeah, the seats were nice and comfy. I think the air was right, the temperature was right, it was like a cool temperature as well. Nice and cool. It's telling me I missed that bus stop. I drive right through a bus stop as well. Fucking hell. Did I not stop? Bastards. And now that lady's just standing in the middle of the road. Now, that bus has decided to have a little bit of can't get around that. No. The bus in front of me, it's having a little jiggle, someone's jumping up and down on it. I need to get to this bus stop, they're waiting for me, There's rails there, I'm going to have to do another one of these turns. Let's see if we can do it. How movable is this bus? What's it turning in circle like? Okay, I wasn't expecting to get all the way round, so that's not too bad, is it? Come on. Oh, fucking hell! Did they not? Fuck off! Did they not see what I was doing? They don't have eyes. I mean, if I thought a bus was doing that, I'll fucking leave it alone. They're all waiting for me. I must have drove right past this, you know. No one's getting on or off now, so that's a shock that no one's getting on. Well, the bus would have cleared off, really, to real life, wouldn't it? Christ. Right, gotta turn right. Gotta turn right and not go straight on. Go for the traffic lights then, just turn in. Or at least I thought they were. They're not. We'll turn right rather than go straight on. Quarter to 9, eh? Quarter to 9. Well, I've shown up this morning. That's all that we can do. Provide a friendly face and a friendly voice. I don't know if it's hopefully it's a friendly face and the voice isn't too bad. I do question about whether it's my best, because it's not. They say this for a reason. Don't stream when you're not feeling, but I don't agree with it. That's the thing. Same as I don't agree with don't drink on stream, as teas and coffees. Don't eat on stream. Like, life is life. All right. I don't think there should be a rule book for everything regimented. There's be you, be individual, be, you know, within reason. You know, obviously don't be a maniac. Don't have to cause havoc and whatever. but
Hi, ich brauche einen Fahrschein.
on the street, or a little bit dosed up on the street because you need to, because medication and stuff isn't that bad. But it just shows you that the person is real when they have the chinks in their armour and stuff like that as well. Life is tough out there, and I think they've been given a false representation of this is what life should be by a lot of people. It's very wrong. I'm not saying by any stretch of imagination that I'm an influencer or anything like that. That's not what I'm saying. But there are too many influencers out there that teach you the perfect life, and this is what it should be all the time. It is so wrong. Life is not rosy.
Charité Campus Mitte.
Life is challenging. There are plot. I hope in everyone's life that there's lots of fun, lots of good bits. But there will be some down bits, and people have to realise that that is what life is. You have to manage those situations. They shouldn't come to you like a shock, because they happen. Big thing on social media, isn't it, about banning youngsters on social media? Now, I'm in between two camps, but I'm more for it than I am against it. Because I do see the social media side of things. I mean, I'm quite fortunate that my kids aren't really on social media. They use the likes of TikTok and stuff like that a little bit, and a little bit of Snapchat and whatever, but they're not really. They do your old Facebooks and stuff like that, or X. I mean, the oldest does, but I mean, it's all into that bracket. I think it's a horrible place at times. I mean, if anyone, was a big lover of Twitter, I really was, but there are days where I would drop Twitter quite easily because it's just too opinionated. Everyone seems to have an opinion these days, and if you try and get into a conversation with anyone, that is it, you're wrong. And it's like, where did life teach us, get us like that? Where does life get us that opinion? If you have a difference of opinion, that is it. It's scream and shout. It's just, everyone is entitled to an opinion. That is it. But I don't know, the world has just gone so nuts. Where you must be a certain way of saying it's all about likes and clicks. The whole thing, even fucking Twitter, is about likes and clicks.
Hi.
The whole thing where you've got whole algorithms only focus on negativity, which should tell you that life isn't rosy all the time in itself, but it just goes over the top. Try and shed a bit of positivity, it's like you just don't get seen. So unless you're screaming and shouting at something, or you're being racist, or outright outspoken, calling this busted, you just sort of don't get seen. And I'm sorry, I'm just not going to sell my soul just for a few clicks. Even there are plenty of people on X and Twitter and let's say on Facebook and other places like that just say stuff to get likes and clicks, and I generally don't think they even believe what they're saying. They just write it just to get the likes and clicks. But there are a lot of shits out there that generally do believe what they're writing as well, and it's hard to distinguish. Not to mention a lot of fake accounts, and then we're supposed to be like, you see people go, they're taking away our freedom, and all this stuff because they're thinking to make us sign up for an ID. I don't want to sign up for ID stuff. I really don't trust it with a large problem. Having said that, what happened to protecting the kids? It's all about protecting the kids and the women and all this lot when it's in the right, the agenda's there. But my freedom and liberty means that I've got to sign up for this because it means we're going to protect kids. You can't have it all your own way. the problem is from an adult point of view is the hacking, isn't it? So I can, like I said, I can see both sides of the argument on it. But if it means to protect the kids, and that is the sole thing. My thing is that I think there's a hidden agenda here that they are trying to put some sort of ID sort of card sort of online sort of thing. But if it is just solely to protect the kids, I can see it. It's that's what it should be. But I say you're all ready to rip the whole street apart for some riots, but fuck that. Nah, social media. Nah, can't protect the kids on that because it's not. You know what I mean? It just seems to be an extreme. It's only when it affects them that it's like, oh fuck that, I can't give my ID. So I've got a problem with it. But the thing is, if you want to protect it, there is a lot of shit online. There is a lot of shit, a lot of misinformation, a lot of dangerous people online that you don't know who you're talking to. You really don't. And kids, I know they're growing up in social media age, but they shouldn't have to deal with that to a degree. Shouldn't have to. I think social media is a wonderful thing. It's a wonderful tool. It's good for mental health at times. It's good for certain things, but it's also shit for mental health as well. And I don't know how you implement it. That's what you're never going to get something like that. You suddenly change something, you're never going to help everyone happy. There's no right or wrong. I don't see how they can. I don't see how they can do it without some sort of ID check for everyone. So it's either it's free for all, and you've got to trust your kids, and trust that they don't look at stuff, and that you've got to trust that these paedophiles leave your kids alone, and these rumours and these people pushing a social media agenda that they're talking about it, at 16 you can vote and whatever, but you're not allowed on the internet after 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock. I'm sorry, but that's society's fault. That is the people that write the shit, and if anyone thinks it doesn't go on, you're blind. That's the problem. There is a problem there, but it's how do you tackle it? And unfortunately, some things end up tarnishing everyone, but there is no way around this. I can't see another way around. How do you raise the limit to 16 or 17 or whatever it is without putting some sort of ID check? I don't know. Maybe. As Thierry Henry said, I watched an interesting thing with Thierry Henry said. He said about it a few years. It's actually an interview about 4 or 5 years ago about social media being dangerous for youngsters and that. And he posted it yesterday again, the same interview, along with his comments saying he was for the government, although he's not overly, supportive, but he's for protecting kids. And his solution was not necessarily ID, not a photographic ID. His solution was that, at 16 in the UK, you are given a national insurance number. So unless you have a national insurance number, you can't go online on these social media. So we're saying you don't give away your face, you don't give away just put your national insurance number in. That was his way of getting around it. And I suppose even that is open to losing your national insurance number to whoever, but that's not as intrusive as giving like photographic ID, is it? So there is a way around it. Whether that's the right way, I don't know, but it's a better way. But what I get fed up with is seeing lots of Americans and Canadians and stuff telling us, how to be, and moaning about racism and whatever, and foreigners coming over, and it's like, but you're telling us how to be. I'm not going to tell Americans how to be. I don't live in America, so I have no interest. I'm not, I'm not going to tell you that Trump is bad or whatever. I mean, I have my opinions, but my opinions are irrelevant because I don't live there. So this is where it's sort of a dangerous thing online, isn't it? You get a lot of people sitting a lot of noses in it, and to be honest, they're only in it for one thing, and it's just their extra views and clicks, or just spread hate. It's a minefield. It's not, it almost comes to the point. Is social media? Could you turn a clock? If you could turn a clock back and get rid of social media, would you? Like I said, there are goods and bads. I liked social media up until about 4 years ago. It has its problems, but the good outweighed the bad. Now, as society has gone completely unhinged, it's gone the other way, hasn't it? I think it's been used to basically harvest our data, and that's exactly serve the interest of the rich and whatever that can the influence the real influencers in the world, if you like, that influence how you and typical Joe or whatever his name is behaves, and it's I don't know where we go. It's for me. If I could leave, if I'm being honest, if it wasn't for doing Twitch, if it wasn't for doing sort of complete Xbox stuff like that, would I leave social media on X? Probably. I used to love X. I don't love X now. I don't post very often. No one sees it anyway. But I keep it for sort of like complete Xbox stuff. I find Threads a much nicer community in terms of talking. It's not as bad. Blue Sky better, although they've got an agenda on that one, haven't they? Because Blue Sky have not been banned for, which is interesting. The Blue Sky have not been included in the ban list for 16-year-olds, which is an alternative to X, which stokes the fire that this is my biggest thing. If you're going to do it, and just do it, and you do it across the board. You don't leave little things open to where people can point. But because the Blue Sky is considered the lefty app. Now I don't understand this lefty business or whatever. I just understand being a nice, normal human being with, all that. Blue Sky is considered a lefty app because there doesn't appear to be that many people online, if you like, and it's not got the same way it does its algorithms. And having said that, the minute you ban X or whatever, these people are going to find somewhere else to go. And do they not just shift the Blue Sky, which is just an alternative that do they not shift there and then suddenly just make that place shit because Twitter was a good place? It's like I say, you're not going to get it right. That's the thing. You're not going. I'm not advocating giving my idea away. I don't want to. But if it generally is to keep the kids safe, then I would sell my soul or whatever for my own kids to live and be safe. To give my idea away, trusting someone to look after it, I'm not happy with, but lesser of evils in my would be there, so it would be I'd have to trust. But like I say, Thierry's idea of that you don't have to do the ID check, you don't, just give them the national insurance number. That you've got to have a national, you've got to be 16 to have a national insurance number. Right. Yeah. So this is what they say about Blue Sky and why Blue Sky is different from the likes of Twitter. Blue Sky is widely considered a safer alternative to platforms like X because of its decentralized framework in customable moderation. It empowers users to tailor their own digital content experience rather than rely solely on a top-down corporate policies. So, yeah, I mean, that says it all, but the thing is, things can change. Blue Sky gets flooded with people. Does the blokes in charge of Blue Sky go ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching and change it? I think there's a massive element that allows you to people to go, but I'm getting lots of money, so it doesn't matter. I'm naive. There are lots of elements on there that are really, really good. You can block. I mean, I'm live on there right now. Technically, you can click a link on Blue Sky and it will take you straight to this channel. There are lots of little extras that I love about Blue Sky. There really is. So much so that I would consider to shut my ex account because I'm fed up with it. But instead of a single block button, Blue Sky users allow users to subscribe to third-party moderation on block lists. This lets communities proactively ban known trolls or bots in bulk, keeping their specific feed clean. Blue Sky uses tools like Fawn's Safer to automatically accurately flag child sexual abuse. That's why you don't see anything, is because it's flagged. I'm sure people try. Decentralized data by storing user data across multiple independent servers rather than one central mainframe. And there's also the default setting gives users chronological feeds rather than an engagement optimizing algorithm that frequently promotes inflammatory or toxic content. See, that's what it's about. It should be about content you want to see, engaging. Like I say, I don't believe we live in such a world now where AI, you just can't distinguish what's real and what's not at times, or at least from a certain glance, from a quick scroll. If you paid attention, then you'd see it. But the thing is, you pay attention to it on the likes of X, Instagram, wherever, and then you've given the algorithm enough to think, oh, you're interested in this, let's see more, and it just shows you more. So I've been on the fence for such a long time. Do I keep social? Do I keep X? Because I've wanted to come away from X, but I don't get. Do I get more engagement on Blue Sky? Possibly, but I find it the more pleasurable experience. I'm not someone that mental health wise gets upset about things that I see. It annoys me. Certain things I don't like a whole agenda. I never like an agenda being pushed on me, which is what you do get on X. I can see it, so I'm okay. It doesn't affect me. But I do worry about my kids on X and being shaped into I hate society in general. Society's thing where you must conform, you must be this, you must be that, you must look a certain way, you must be that. It is toxic in itself to have that as well. It's bad. So I think maybe my thing is I might just, I'm not going to be one of those that go, I'm leaving X, all this lot. Although, how do you not put posts like that up there as well? There is I think it'll be just a slowly, if I was to leave it, and I'm close to leaving it, very close. A slow message just to say, I'm not going to be seeing or hearing on it anymore, for the time being. Might pop in from time to time, but here's my, if you want to interact with me, I'm on, and that'll be it. And then I'll just leave the account and just not delete the account, but leave it and just never log in. Because I've enjoyed Twitter, and I hope one day we get to enjoy it again in the way we should, not with all this political shit all the time and stoking of racism. It's not good. It's not good for anyone's soul. But the problem is you lose the good from X you give, because there is good.
S- und U-Bahnhof Alexanderplatz, Memhardstraße.
you're not going to win either way anyway. Put it that way. That's the thing. If you leave X, you lose things. You lose relationships, if you like, that you built up, online relationships you built up with certain people. You would lose that. This is why I sort of would recommend for me probably would be like a pause off it and just really go on it. I mean, I don't do Facebook anymore for different reasons. I you know, this whole thing with Facebook is, for me, it's, do you really need your childhood friend that you're never ever going to see again, that never interacts with you? You know, it's a hard one for me because there are people out there that I would like to interact with as well. But to leave that, so when you have a conversation with someone that they don't know your life and you can have a proper conversation with them, it's, again, that's partly why I left Facebook. I haven't left Facebook, I've left it so that I do pop in occasionally, and it's my family and really, really close friends. And that's not to say that I don't want a relationship with someone that I went to school with, you know, I teach them online well. You know, it's just, I don't know, do I need someone who I've not spoken to for 30 years ago, you know, small acquaintance, do I need them knowing everything about my life? I also find a little bit that, as with everything, it's a bit keeping up with the Joneses and showing the thing with Facebook. You're not going to show what's bad going on in your life on Facebook. And again, it feeds my whole thing of, it's a real life and art. I'm not saying you should post bloody what's bad. I'm not saying what I'm doing is right. You know, streaming. They say don't stream when you're not in a good place or whatever. But I'm also wanting to. There's too much influence out there that this is how you should be. This is how. And I'm also, by doing this, by being online when you kind of feel like shit, I'm also showing that actually you can be, you know, without having the perfect life all the time, without having the everything's rosy, without that, you know, because that is what life is, you know. It's not a portray magazine, you know. We've got rid of magazines which portray that, and we've replaced it with social media, which is all about toxic shit about how you should be, and not real life. We've lost the real life element and replaced it with, this is how you should be. If you're not like this, there's something wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with anyone. I'm a little lost with social media. This whole argument of 16 has really conflicted me, because I don't want to give away my ID. I don't. But I understand that it's a horrible place. It's a horrible place for me. If it's a horrible place for me, then it must be a horrible place for my kids, you know, or kids in general. There's good, there's bad. Before we had good outweighed the bad. Now we've got the other way. We've got the bad outweighed the good. You know, it's tough. It's tough to make that call. I say, Keir Starmer, I don't like Labour. It's not because I don't like Labour, I just don't like him. I don't like the authoritarian. I don't like the, you do it my way. I've never liked that in life. It's false. You don't have to do things solely a certain way, and if you don't, you're an alien. You're made to feel like an alien. You don't do it that way. That's wrong. So wrong in life. Dave's gone on one of his rants, I know. But it's the way it is. You know, that's how I view it. And thing is, I suppose I do have access to the Xbox account. I can just probably stay on Twitter for that, but I don't actually have to post on mine. There is that, you know. But I'm not, you know, I'd love to get on with Mastodon, but Mastodon, it's weird. Mastodon, it has these some things I don't get it. It's a bit like Reddit. I don't get Reddit. Reddit doesn't allow me to do anything on Reddit, so it's like, how the fuck do you interact with Reddit when you get these things? No, you've not got enough experience. It's like fucking life, isn't it? You've not got enough experience to enter this room. You're not allowed to talk. That's like going to a job, isn't it? No, you've got no experience. You might be qualified for that job, but you've got no experience. You can't do it. Unless someone gives you a chance, then how do you rack up the experience? So I just don't get Reddit. I really want to, because there's so many interesting discussions on there. There's a lot of shit on there as well. There's a lot of far right shit on there as well. But there's a lot of interesting discussions. And I wouldn't mind like the light-hearted "Am I the arsehole?" reading some of them. Do you know what I mean? Just because I generally think even on there that there are a lot of real things in there, but a lot, I could imagine it's a lot of engagement. I think most. Just some engagements, but I do enjoy some of the "Am I the arsehole?" shit and that idea on other social medias and stuff. This is interesting. It comes from the likes of Reddit. People read and Reddit, make comments and stuff. So I do understand it, but I just that would the entertainment value, the slight social element. You know, again, I actually quite like that because it proves that life isn't perfect. And some people are the arsehole and they don't really know they're the arsehole. Some people are really toxic as fuck, you know, and huge red flags and whatsoever, and they don't actually see it, you know. And there's some shock horror stories like fucking hell, but it shows you that life is life. I suppose that's where I'm at in my life, isn't it? I'm at a 40-something who, you know, just give an overall shit about how someone thinks of me a little bit these days. Having said that, you know, there are things that I am still very independent of and I don't want to let go, like my mobility and stuff like that. Really should let the help come, and I don't at times, and you know, because I'm fighting it. So, you know, no one's perfect. No one. That's what I'm trying to say, and I just hate the way social media is in terms of eggs. I think eggs is the worst. You know, I don't experience enough. I know Instagram has its problems as well, but having been on Friends, I don't have the same sort of thing at the moment on Friends. So there must be some sort of filter there, or people just don't like Friends and don't bother with it. I'm sure there's plenty of far right shit in there as well. And I'm not, by all means, I'm not calling, if you are a bit right, I'm not saying you are far right, that's not what I'm saying. Right, I'm just saying, if you've got a problem with someone's skin colour, or where they come from, in general, then you're far right. That's what I'm saying. To take that with how you want to take it, do you know what I mean? Oh, we haven't given him his ticket, he's got on. It's a dangerous thing when talking about politics and giving your view, because like I say, you can't have a general discussion about it. That's what social media's done. Who's paid, he wants his money to change. You know, I don't, for example, I don't criticise the average person who votes reform. Because I get it. I get that you want to change the system. You're fed up with everything that's gone before. I get that. I really do. I just question who you're voting for. And if you're just voting because you want to change it, it's different. I understand, but at least do a little bit of research in who you're voting for. Because Nigel Farage is not the answer. He's the biggest grifter going. Tommy Robinson is in the skies. with a suit on. He's not the answer. He's in it for himself. He's not in it for you. As a lot of politicians, that's when I talk to one or two that do vote for off me, fuck off. A lot of the thing is that we want to change it because this is wrong in society. I believe it's wrong in society. I believe the government vote for. But I believe the government, you shouldn't be a career politician and you're told to vote for this and you're told to vote, and if you don't vote for it, you're going to get the sack. I think that's fundamentally wrong. It's not why people got into politics, surely. People got into politics because they wanted to change things, because they had different views and stuff like that. But the view about sort of money and power and not being controlled and not doing it. Are you nuts if you think Nigel Farage is not controlled by money and does things for the rich and stuff like that? You must be nuts. Like I said, I don't mind the conversation about change. And I see it, and I do if there's too many backhanders that go on in politics, too many. That have come before, and no matter what party you get, including Labour, you get too many backhanders, and that's the sort of thing that I hate. If someone's got, the energy person's got an interest in an energy company, but that's fucking wrong, isn't it? Straight away, because he's got ties to it. So how the fuck would that person be involved in it? And stuff like that. That's what's wrong. But do you really think Nigel Farage is the answer? Who's even worse than what's in already? Governed by doesn't turn up to his constituency in Clacton. He's not once had a meeting there. Not 77 meetings in Parliament. He has out of 77. He's turned up to one. The European Parliament track record didn't really attend any. Only turned up when he wanted to cause trouble. That says it all about the bloke, and you want to put that person in charge? No, thank you. Different way, fine. Vote for your independent. Vote for Greens. Vote for whatever. Choose something that is generally different that is going to affect. Or just choose the lesser of what you consider as an evil. I do. Trust that he wants other than oh shit, that's all bad, I don't know what I'm doing. When it may be what's a single ticket, I think he wants a single, must play my phone. Get told it's the wrong thing. I'm guessing, you see, I'm guessing.
Guten Morgen. Ein Fahrschein bitte.
Guten Morgen, she sounds really happy. Really happy. Guten Morgen. Well then, an ABC. ABC, here's Do-Re-Mi. Single ticket and that, innit? Single.
Dankeschön.
Some people love the Grumpy Dave stream. But you and I know you're like, Dave, Dave's pissed off. I know, I get it. Everyone is human. But when I have a discussion, when I have a thing, especially with you lovely people to watch, they're talking points, and I'm not criticising anyone at all. As I said, American politics, I stay out of it. I don't live there, so Trump does affect the world, but in truth, I don't live there, so that's my view. So if my view is that, and then I have to be honest and say, it's the same. I don't want someone else's view that doesn't live in the UK affecting the UK. So Elon Musk, for example, he's gone round the globe stoking trouble.
Hi, einen Fahrschein bitte.
There's an agenda there. I don't quite know what the agenda is, because I would much rather a world where it's crashing. That may be the sign. That may be the sign to enough's enough. I mentioned Elon Musk. That's it. It crashed. Plug's been pulled. But Twitch went through its thing as well, where we used to have all sorts of people on Twitch, set strat and all sorts of shit. And now we kicked them all off the platform. So Twitch gets it right in some planet. I see lots of other streaming services, but I do think Twitch gets more things right than other services. Hence the reason I'm here on Twitch. Look at the time, 9:56. That's the one. Have I been Elon Musk because I criticised him? It's funny though, isn't it? Talking shit about Elon Musk and criticising him, and then you get kicked off. Your thing crashes at that point. It's kind of strange, isn't it? I don't like Google and how Google's always listening. Mobile phones always listening these days. That's the invasion of privacy that I think people should be kicking up a fuss about. All that sort of stuff, not other things. But it's a minefield out there, isn't it? It's a minefield as in how to be and how not to be, and this is what we should. I know governments have to make difficult decisions. That's what they're paid to do. But as long as they're done within our, people's interests, which I do generally believe. There's a lot of stuff on social media, and it's just kids should not be seen and not have to deal with mental health and whatever.
U-Bahnhof unter den Linden.
Having said that, we also need to free up the parks. We need to get rid of these no ball signs and stuff like that, because if you want kids to go out and play more, then you've got to make it a different world to do that. We've made it a different world. That's the thing. Society has made it a different world where it's bad to do it because it's perceived bad. You get bloody. I mean, I know someone who rang social services because a child, or a mother, who I knew, she let her child go to the post box to post a letter that was 100 metres down the street, and I think the kid was 6 or 7, and they wanted to go and post a letter. They were with someone that was about 8 or 9. Wanted to go and post a letter down the street. This lady ran social services on the mother because she didn't think it was right and endangering her child. I'm not saying kids should be allowed to do it, that sort of thing, but to just let the child walk. They're not crossing the road, they're just going down to the end of the road and post the post, they send back. And let's be honest, we criticise groups of kids sitting there talking and whatever. I know some kids cause vandalism, a lot of them do. But have we actually thought that maybe that's because they've got nothing better to do, that they're criticised left, right and centre, they're moaned for this, they're moaned for that. Youth clubs are being shut down all the time and stuff like that. No ball signs going up all the time in fields. Maybe they kicking them off social media or whatever to get them out and about. Well, you've got to invite them to get out and about in a way as well. You can't just go, right, fuck it, we'll take everything away, but we're not going to change anything. In another way, it's such a hard thing. There's so many conversations, there's so many views, but I don't like the sole view of, well, it affects my so therefore the selfish one. I get it, and I don't want it, but if that's your sole argument, look at yourself a little bit, because there are other things at play here. But I am also dead against giving photographic ID. So how do you do it? That's the thing. How do you do it? think a lot of people, if you was to ask a lot of people in private, if you thought social media was the place that you want your kids to learn information and stuff like that, I think a good 80-90% hand on heart would say no. Yes, sex shows you things that are going on in the world that maybe the BBC, Sky, those news corporations don't want you to see. And maybe some of it is true, because it's hidden from the media that people with their phones they capture it and they post it online and stuff like that. And maybe some of it is true, and a lot of it is. And I do agree with, I'm not a big person that says the BBC are independent and they're not, they're not capable of being influenced by higher powers. There are, someone gets involved, their chairman, if he's left wing, then it'll be slightly left. If it's the person involved is right, then they'll be slightly right. That is what happens in lots of walks of life. I mean, I've been in there where you've had a BBC journalist and you've seen them claiming to be in a battleground, and he came out that he wasn't in the battleground, he was just pretending, and it was hard, and it wasn't safe at all. He wasn't in danger at all, but the portraying that they are, I know he doesn't want to get too close, and I get that, and just probably sort of 500 yards up the road or a mile up the road, there probably is that going on, and they're trying to stay safe. Oh, for fuck's sake, it's their life. I get it, journalist's life. They don't want to go there and get blown up or get captured by some sort of army or whatever, but it just portrays that little bit of trust, so you lose that little bit of trust there, and then when you see politics and something, they let someone give loads of airtime that doesn't quite deserve that amount of airtime for no reason, or they push an agenda, or they shut down, or Fiona Bruce, for example, shuts down people from talking sense on Question Time because they need to push an agenda. And that works both ways. I'm not saying it's just against the left, it's also against the right. They do shut down both ways, but there's an agenda there. And the whole thing when she claimed that she wasn't, when someone asked her whether she considered herself being sort of well off but whatever, and she said no. The amount of money she earns, and she doesn't think she's well off, and she thinks she's with the normal people. No, you don't live in the same circles. It's the whole thing where when they did the whole recently, the zoo tickets and theme park tickets, they knocked £1 or £2 off the price of a ticket each, and suddenly a £200 day out for a family of 5 becomes £180 day. I'm sorry, that not the typical family doesn't have that to go all the time to that. Once in a blue moon, maybe. Typical family does not have the money to fucking just go out for the day. It's going to cost me £250. We'll do that several times a week. It doesn't happen. It may happen if you have a lot of money and you don't live in this world, but it doesn't happen to the daily people. And it's certainly not going to suddenly go, well, if not £2 off the price of a ticket, that's 40 odd quid. I couldn't go before, but I'll go for 38. It doesn't. Again, it's not the big deal changer, is it? Take £20 off the price of a ticket. Maybe someone might suddenly feel that, do you know what, I'll go. Just a couple of quid off an extortionate price. I mean, there was a graphic the other day that I saw, for example, an Oasis concert, I think, was like to attend back in 98, that sort of time, 97, that sort of time. It was about 30 quid. And you look at it now, it's like 300 quid. It's vast difference in price, and I know you got inflation, and I know, but 30 quid doesn't make 300, does it, in the space of that time, does it? Let's be honest. And the wages haven't gone up to suit that as well, so suppose we need to sort of talk about politics and stuff. We're coming towards the end of the stream and I'm talking politics. Like I say, it's good for discussion, yes, but you know, and I like a good politics sort of chat. I do. And like I say, I'm never going to judge anyone. I'm never going to tell someone they're wrong, they're right, whatever. You know, I always say with politics is find the party that fits your agenda, research it all, the good and the bad, because every party has good and every party has bad, and then make a decision. Don't go in there with your blinkers off. You know, go in there completely blind. Do you know what I mean? And so I just had this one thing that I agree with. I remember my son coming up to me and said to me, if I agree with some of the policies that Conservatives make me a Tory, but I said, but do you agree with them all? He goes, no, I still vote so and so. And I said, well, there you go then. You're okay to agree with one or two policies from another party? Of course you are. Why wouldn't you be? You're great to agree with something. You've got to have a mind of your own. That's the thing. That's what I've been trying to say this morning. You've got to have a mind of your own. You can't be led, because you'll just be led forever. You won't feel you. And if you're not allowed to be you, well, that doesn't lead to being in a good position, does it? I've got the wrong way completely. I'm massively late. Just going round and round in circles at the moment. Just want to get back to where we should be, and then we'll pull the stream. Because I couldn't save it here. I'd be wouldn't know what I'm doing next time. I think because I've gone straight on, it hasn't put up more blocks, because it's probably part of a route later on or something like that. I've turned off. I've gone off in a different direction, as the stream has as well, in terms of talking about politics and things that are angry. But it is, you know, I do like to talk social stuff. I do like to talk issues and stuff. I just feel sad that I kind of want to leave X, but I feel sad because there are people on there that I built such a friendship up with, and I still talk with on a daily basis, messages and stuff. I suppose if you deleted my account, that would be it, wouldn't it? I think the easiest thing is just to say you're not going to post, but the thing is you'd be telling yourself a lie in that, because you wouldn't look at your account, wouldn't you? You would. You'd have a quick scroll. Tell yourself not to look at it for ages. Where do I go? Carry on. Turn right. Don't know where I'm going. Look at the map. Where are we going? Straight on, I believe. Straight on. Let's go straight on. Hopefully it's going to correct me in a minute as we go. Oh, we're seeing some yellow lines, so we're getting there. Sorry about anyone that's on the bus that's just decided we have a long route. That's where we went wrong, so we've got to turn right. We miss a bus stop, turn round, and then come back. Going through red lights now, it's going to moan at me. Especially as now it's tanking your reputation, but it's not going to tank my reputation for being late. I suppose hit and miss, isn't it? And I want to finish the stream as well. Coming to the point where that's enough, I need to stop. But I need to get myself into a place on the route, at least. Otherwise I'm going to be scratching my head next time I finish and go, where the fuck did you leave it, Dave? Because it's been, you know, nearly a month since I last put this on, and I forget. They talk about muscle memory and stuff like that. Muscle memory is only so good with the controllers and stuff, but if you fucking forgot what you're doing in the game, a fucking nightmare, honestly, getting back to it. I haven't played Crimson Desert in a little while, and I'm thinking I really want to. I'm also thinking, fuck, I'm not going to know what the fuck I'm doing with some of the controls. So what we need to do is go down here. It's telling me it's the wrong way. I know it's the wrong way, but we need to go down here and turn around somehow. I just hope this isn't how we went wrong. Find out there's no way to turn around in a minute. It's the first opportunity we're turning around. Is there an opportunity here? I believe there might be. Right, turning. We'll make use of it. I don't know how we just turn in circles. Oh, fucking hell! Did that car not know I was turning? I did have my indicators on. I did stop. Here we are, buddy. Look, finally back on point. Finally where we need to be. Oh, God. No, turn that way. I need to turn that way. Lane. All gone ping pong, as they say. Some people won't know what that is about, will they? It's all gone ping pong. How far are we away from the end? Oh, we're not going to complete the line, that's for sure. We're going to just get around this corner, turn on the next stop, and then the same in there. But it's been good getting back into the swing of things. It's been a struggle, I'm not going to lie. It's very painful. Nice, reasonable conversations about the world and what's going on. I mean, you've got to be able to talk, that's the thing, and opinions are very much allowed. You know, just no shouting each other down, please. You know. My opinion's right, so therefore you are wrong. You know, shout, shout, shout. Do not agree with that. Do not agree with who can shout the loudest wins. Who can scream into the echo chamber. No, thank you. You know.
Marschallbrücke.
Who can bring the most friends to agree with them again. No, thank you. Just valid points. If you know. Have a discussion, have a debate if you like, or whatever you want to call it. Bring what you want to bring to the party. Just take away the information from both sides. That's a discussion. That's a, you know, too much in this world where you have a discussion about this and that, people get hot-headed because you don't agree with them, or because I don't know. It's just a nasty place in the world at the moment in terms of opinions. Maybe I'm in the minority, I don't know. I don't think I am. Because what people don't seem to realise when they go on about, this is what they all say on social media. Actually, I would have to guess that most of the people aren't on X. You know, same with most of the people that vote aren't actually on X. In places like that. And maybe in me, who deals with social media and stuff like that. Maybe I'm just like, you know, I've seen enough of the bad now. Enough. Scrape the bus.
Charité Campus Mitte.
A little help. So we're going to pull along here. We'll pull along here. This is where we're going to stop. We'll let them on first. I think this is a good place to lead the stream and stop the stream. So we're letting them on. Anyone that wants to come on board, come on board. Anyone wants to get off, get off. Don't believe anyone wants to get on board. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to save it here. Thank you for joining me. The plan is to be back tomorrow morning, but the plan can change, because I'm not in a good way, and we're going to take it on a day-by-day basis. The plan would be to be back Thursday night. Thursday night we're playing racing games. So whether I actually play or whether I just join as someone that just chats and goes with the phone and don't stream, that may happen. It's not because I don't want you to see weakness, because I'm here and I'm not being myself, and I know I'm not myself. And I think you lot have seen that this morning. The thing is about showing up and showing that real life is real life. It's not always rosy. It's not always portrayed the way it is. But it's more of a physical. If I can, I'll be here Thursday night. If I can't, then I may be party chatting with some friends, just letting them race and whatever, organising a group. And if I can, I'll race. If I feel like I can't, I'm just going to be like, and it hurts. It's not worth it, is it? That's why I'm playing this. This is why I'm playing a nice gentle game. And I didn't feel that I was quite ready for the train game. Not because the train game isn't gentle, it's because I've kind of forgot the buttons, and I didn't want the first stream to be back with me trying to figure out how to play something. I don't mind doing it tomorrow because we've done it. We've broke the ice. Anyways, thank you for joining me. It's been fun. Like I say, interesting talking points. I like a good discussion. I like talking for Britain. I know, talking for Essex. I like drinking my tea, the treasure of all teas. I wish you all the best. Make good choices. That's what we say. Make good choices. And hopefully I'll see you next time. And I haven't bored you or whatever too much, because like I say, Dave hasn't been overly his friendly face and friendly voice like normal. But there is a reason for that, as a lot of you know. Like I say, make good choices. All the best. Cheery.